Obviously, this isn't how we wanted to start, but how are we going to respond? So I'm excited for the next few weeks to see who wants to be challenged and how we can get back and really get after it.
Does it feel a little disjointed offensively?
I mean, there's times, I think there's little things here and there. I mean, getting the ball batted, big play, missing some deep shots. Things here and there that we didn't do at a high enough level. Even like the first throw, overthrowing Noah on that cover 2 look. I mean, seeing it right, just not making the throw. And so in this league, you got to make those throws.
And they stuck together throughout the game, and they'll pay for us down the road when as we continue to grow. I thought the fans were unbelievable. They were great. Everybody stayed and kept us going. There were some good things within all of it. I thought defensively we played really solid football. We had short fields at times, and the guys took care of business there. Obviously, on the offensive side, we can't have the turnover. Again, I've got to dial up something different than that. But I thought Thornton played all the way through everything. It was great to see him get a big catch there, pat on the long throw. Kelce had a nice day with the completions. I know he's upset at the last one, but we keep rolling here and keep getting better. So, and then special teams, I thought Ariza.
Just me executing at that moment, but it's kind of been throughout the whole team. Like we just to one guy here or there. It's not like we're missing by much. And so I know it sucks to hear it for the fans, but I feel like we're close. And so all we can do is just continue to work and continue to get after it and be ready to play the Giants this next week.
How do you expect this team to respond?
I mean, knowing the guys in the locker room, man, I think they're going to respond by just working. I mean, that's how we've gotten to the point that we've gotten to in our career here in Kansas City, is that we believe the work kind of puts out the product. And so obviously we've never been 0-2, but we've had times where we've dealt with challenges before and lost games. And so I think the guys that we have in this locker room will go back to work with that mindset of we're going to continue to work even harder so that when we step on that field this next time, we can find a way to win in those big moments like we have it this first 2 weeks.
Do you think you might start lobbying for a quarterback sneak in those short yardage situations?
Yeah, I mean, I'm always up to it. We've put it in certain games.
And what do you think in going forward on 4th and 1 in your end of that field?
Yeah, no, listen, they were going to stay aggressive likewise. I think it's important against that crew that you stay aggressive. I probably could dial up some different things there, but I think against them you've got to do that. And then I obviously thought the plays we called were available, but it didn't get done the way I wanted it. So.
And the 0-2 to start the season, that's not what you wanted. What's the decision to lock it up? Just kind of little passes.
Yeah, keep playing hard. I'll take this one. You keep playing hard. So stick together and play hard.
The Eagles are obviously Saquon Barkley does so much of what they do, but even with the attention on him, you guys did really well against the outside receivers. What do you think of just the way your secondary bounced back?
Yeah, listen, first I thought Spags had a nice game plan, very aggressive, and I thought our secondary rose up to that part of it. And
good job of protecting myself, and you have to be smart in those situations, and I've just learned from experience.
How much of those scrambles are because you guys aren't finding other ways to move the ball?
I mean, I just take what the defense is giving us, and I'll go back and look on tape. I think the one big scramble that I had early in the game down the field, I think if I would have waited just a little bit longer, Juju ends up opening up in the spot that I ended up running. I kind of pumped to Juju, pumped to the running back, and then ran. I think if I just stretched my drop a little bit, I probably hit Juju for the same distance. And so that's the stuff I got to be better at. Got to trust in the guys that are going to get open and trust in the offensive line and their blocking. And so take what the defense is giving you, and then let guys make plays down the field.
No, I know you're missing a couple of receivers, right? But just in the training camp, you had guys down the depth chart that stepped up and performed well. What do you pinpoint just the reason that it hasn't clicked in these first couple of weeks?
I think it's a little bit of everything. Like I said earlier, I mean, it's just like kind of one guy every play. I mean, you've seen there's me missing.
There was a coverage bust and he was wide open. It felt a little bit like a wide open 3 on the wing.
Yeah.
What happened on that play, and how much is that one gonna haunt you a little bit?
Yeah, I think obviously I was looking at Tyquan early, and then right when I went to throw to Trav, because the guy Trav was about to be wide open, I kind of pumped because I kind of pulled it. Not even pump. I pulled it back out. The corner bit on Trav, and then trying to reset real quick and making the throw. I think in those situations, especially kind of in that 2-minute type situation, knowing that the guy's not as fresh, and obviously you don't know it's going to be wide open, but just trying to put the ball on his head and let him make a play and learn from it. I mean, later in that drive, making just throwing it where he can make a play on the ball and trusting in him. So that's stuff I got to continue to get better at, hitting those deep shots early, because even though we hit the touchdown later, if you hit that touchdown with maybe 2 more minutes on the clock, you might have a chance to get the football back. And so something that I'll look at, learn from, and try to be better this next time.
Thanks, Patrick.
Sometimes the official is 15, 20 feet away. Sometimes he can miss those small things. And we think he jumped multiple times. So an official didn't see it, so it wasn't called. And, we just got to go play the next down.
Is that something you guys have seen on tape before as you prepared for this? Does that happen sometimes?
It happens. People jump all the time. It's just, if the officials see it, they'll call it. I don't think they've seen it, those few plays, and we didn't get a call.
Chris, 0-2 is obviously unfamiliar territory. I guess how do you guys rally and right the ship?
I think this is a moment for us to even come together as a team. A little adversity is tough, but adversity builds character. And we can come together. We got the team, we got the guys to figure this out and make a change. It's only first quarter of the season. It's 2 games. You got 17 games. So it's a long journey ahead. We can figure this thing out and get back on the right track with a win next week.
You think the defense took a step forward this week after week 1?
I think we made some progression. Not all right.
Yeah,
we still got areas we can get better in. But
Penetration is what you're trying to do and be able to stop it. But that's a pretty rough one. I might have had a couple of them that they got off a little early on, but we'll look at that. Yeah, listen, he's trying to get guys fired up and going. That's him. He's that way every week if you keep an eye on him. So he's all in all the time. So that's the way he was today.
Andy, what do you think in going forward on 4th and 1 on your end of that field?
Yeah, no, listen, they were going to stay aggressive likewise. I think it's important against that crew that you stay aggressive. I probably could dial up some different things there, but I think against them you've got to do that. And then I obviously thought the plays we called were available, but it didn't get done the way
it came out, made a big statement today, something we can build off of and add him to the rotation. Glad to have him back.
Thanks, Chris. Last one.
Just more of a tush push. You faced it over and over again. How difficult is it to stop? Do you feel like you could ever find a solution for it?
We actually stopped it a couple times today, more than once. Even the last one, we thought we had the ball. We stopped them. So we see them again, and hopefully we're stopping them more.
Chiefs lose it 20-17 to the Eagles.
And add him to the rotation. Glad to have him back.
Thanks, Chris. Last one.
Just more of a tush push. You faced it over and over again. How difficult is it to stop? Do you feel like you could ever find a solution for it?
We actually stopped it a couple times.
Andy Reid stepped up to the microphone after the Chiefs' narrow loss to the Eagles and did something that instantly set the tone in Arrowhead Stadium. He owned the moment. No excuses, no shifting blame. "I'll take full responsibility for that game," he said, his voice heavy but resolute. A hush fell over the crowd, and you could almost feel the weight of frustration hanging in the Kansas City air. This wasn't just another defeat. This was the kind that lingers. The so-called tush push, the play that's become the Eagles' signature move, had worked its magic again. There were whispers that a couple of those sneaky snaps came off a bit early, and Reid admitted as much. "We'll look at that," he promised, already thinking about the long hours ahead watching film, dissecting every frame, searching for answers. That's who Andy Reid is. No hiding, no running. Just a relentless drive to find what went wrong and fix it. All eyes turned to Patrick Mahomes, the superstar quarterback and face of the franchise. You could see the loss etched on his face, but you could also sense something deeper, a spark that just wouldn't go out. "I'm excited for the next few weeks to see who wants to be challenged and get after it," he said, trying to light a fire under his battered team. It was clear he was already looking ahead, determined to turn this pain into fuel. But the moment that kept replaying in everyone's minds was the interception at the goal line. The Chiefs had the game in their grasp, only to watch it slip away in a heartbeat. Mahomes didn't deflect blame. "I threw it a tad too early. If I get it on his body, he catches it, takes the hit, and gets in the end zone." You could almost feel the regret in his words, the wish for one more chance. The Chiefs' offense looked nothing like the high-flying attack fans have come to expect. Missing top targets, every drive felt like a struggle. The passing game sputtered and stalled, with Mahomes forced to make impossible throws while running for his life. The offensive line buckled under pressure, and the receivers struggled to get open. Even the simple moments felt rushed, uneasy. The turning point, the one that will haunt Kansas City all season, came when Mahomes fired a pass to Travis Kelce at the goal line. Instead of a touchdown, the ball bounced off Kelce's hands and landed in the arms of Eagles safety Andrew Mukuba. Arrowhead fell silent as the Eagles marched down the field and put the game out of reach. Andy Reid's decision-making was under the microscope. 4th and short. The number said go for it, and ESPN's analytics backed him up. But the play call, asking Kareem Hunt to run sideways instead of straight ahead, left everyone puzzled. Hunt has been nearly automatic in short yardage, a battering ram built for these moments, but he was never given the chance to use his strength. This wasn't just a game. It was a night full of questions, regrets, and what-ifs. Yet, if there's one thing Kansas City has learned, it's that pain can be the spark that fuels greatness. The story of this season is far from over, and the Chiefs have never been the kind of team to back down from a challenge. Everyone's watching. The next chapter is about to be written.